Are Gino and Jasmine from 90 Day Fiancé still together? Gino Palazzolo and Jasmine Pineda's love story first captured attention during Season 5 of TLC's 90 Day Fiancé. Since then, their relationship has played out publicly and has been marked by intense highs and lows. From heated arguments to heartfelt reconciliations, viewers witnessed every twist and turn. At times, their love seemed undeniable, and at others, it appeared they might be better off apart. Despite the turbulence, the couple returned for Season 8 of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, followed by Season 9. This time, their dynamic felt significantly different, suggesting a deeper effort toward better understanding themselves and what worked for them as a couple. Gino and Jasmine tried to have an open marriage to help their relationship. Gino Palazzolo and Jasmine Pineda first connected online. Despite having never met in person, there was an immediate sense of familiarity and chemistry that kept drawing them back to one another. Gino, who lived in Michigan, eventually flew to Panama in December to meet Jasmine face-to-face, and from that moment, their relationship took off. What followed was a long, passionate, and often turbulent romance that dramatically shaped both their lives. Their journey was filled with intense highs and painful lows. Trust issues frequently plagued their relationship, and one of the biggest setbacks came when Jasmine discovered that Gino had been communicating with his ex, which she considered a betrayal. They also struggled to align on significant matters like having children, with disagreements and miscommunications often leaving both frustrated. A lingering sense of distrust seemed to cloud much of their time together, even as they professed their love for each other. In spite of these challenges, they tied the knot in June and began married life in Michigan. However, cracks soon began to show. Physical intimacy between them waned, and Jasmine introduced the idea of an open marriage. Though hesitant, Gino agreed, and Jasmine eventually introduced her new partner, Matthew "Matt" Branisterianu, an actor she met at Planet Fitness. With a third party now involved, their already fragile marriage began to unravel. What started as a hopeful union quickly turned into a complicated and emotionally fraught situation, putting their future as a couple in serious doubt. Jasmine and Gino have each moved on with new partners. For a long time, Jasmine and Gino kept quiet about the true status of their marriage, leaving fans speculating about whether they were still together. However, recent developments have brought clarity. Gino confirmed that Jasmine was no longer living with him and had moved in with Matt, the man she had begun seeing during her marriage. In April, Jasmine gave birth to her first child, a daughter named Matilda, whom she shares with Matt. The two now refer to each other as co-parents, indicating a new chapter in Jasmine's life. Meanwhile, Gino hasn't remained single either. He has gone public with his new relationship with a woman named Natalie and has been openly affectionate and supportive. Despite these significant life changes, neither Gino nor Jasmine has publicly confirmed a legal divorce, leaving the door open for speculation. While it's clear that they are no longer romantically involved or spending time together, it seems both are focused on building their individual lives and moving forward. Whether or not they choose to formalize their separation, all signs point to Jasmine and Gino having emotionally parted ways. They have also removed all the pictures with each other from social media. They seem to have forged separate paths and found happiness outside of the relationship that once brought them together. Jasmine and Gino have built their career as social media influencers. Jasmine has had quite a dynamic professional journey. She began her career as a teacher in Panama and later explored modeling. After moving to the US, she briefly ventured into real estate, but more recently, her focus has shifted to motherhood and becoming a successful social media influencer. She frequently shares glimpses of her home life and personal moments and has built a strong digital presence. She is also a brand ambassador for Fashion Nova and creates lifestyle content for her growing audience. Although she has expressed a desire to become an immigration attorney in the future, for now, she's committed to content creation and raising her daughter. Matilda. Gino, on the other hand, has previously worked as an automotive engineer. His relationship with Jasmine brought him into the reality spotlight, and he has clearly embraced it. Along with her, he starred on 90 Day Fiancé Season 10, 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Season 8, and 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2. With a recognizable face and fan following, he now enjoys attending glamorous events, hanging out with fellow cast members, and sharing his life with fans. He seems to have found his comfort zone in front of the camera and is thriving as a beloved celebrity in the world of reality. Felix Remen, a real musician? Is he based on Lena Dunham's husband? Netflix's Too Much follows the story of a New Yorker named Jessica who moves to London after a breakup that shatters her heart. She expects the new country to be just like it is in the romance movies she loves, but when she meets Felix, love turns out to be a different beast in itself. The series is created by Lena Dunham and Louise Felber, who also provided music for the show, whose dynamic seems to be reflected in Jess and Felix's relationship. It is clear that the duo has used autobiographical elements in the story, but the narrative delves deeper into its core themes due to its fictional aspects. Spoilers ahead: Felix is loosely based on musician Louise Felber. Too Much is a fictional rendering of Lena Dunham and Louise Felber's real-life romance, and in several ways, Felix's character is shaped around Felber's persona. The Peruvian-British musician has been married to the girl's star since, and Jess and Felix's relationship reflects a lot of their real-life experiences. Much like Jess, Dunham had a breakup with music producer Jack Antonoff in late. While her personal life was in a bit of a shambles, she was also going through a professional change after having dissolved her production company, which she founded with Jenny Connor. Dunham moved to London for a few months while working on a project and seemingly had no intention to put down roots in the place. But 3 weeks into her move, she met Felber, and sparks flew. Like Jess and Felix connect with each other immediately and engage in conversations that keep them up all night, Dunham and Felber also poured their hearts out to each other, talking for hours and hours on end. This connection brought such escalation in their relationship that 4 months later, they were engaged, and 7 months later, they were married at an intimate ceremony at Soho Union Club. When crafting the show, Dunham and Felber picked the aspect of her being a fish out of water in London. Much like Jess, Dunham has a vibrant personality, and one time, Felber called her too much. How much? He meant it in a good way, as a term of endearment. His words were just enough and a little bit more, and this found its way into the show, where Felix says the same thing to Jess. There are several other things that the duo picked up from their own experiences to present a more realistic depiction of love and romance in the modern world. Felix's character evolved in a different direction from Louise Felber's life story. While Louise Felber served as the inspiration for Felix, the latter still remains largely fictional. Felix is half Japanese, while Felber is half Peruvian. Felix and Jess meet at a grimy pub, while Dunham and Felber were set up on a blind date, which went exceedingly well for them. In the show, Felix's family situation is tricky, and his relationship with his parents is fraught, to say the least. In real life, Felber has a more amicable connection with his parents. Moreover, his mother had been a fan of Girls, the show that established the multi-hyphenated artist as a voice of a generation, and she bonded easily with her daughter-in-law. Dunham also developed a great relationship with Felber's father. While Jess and Felix are still feeling out the kinks of their relationship, Dunham and Felber's relationship soared to the point where, 4 weeks into their relationship, she had proposed a creative collaboration between them. Having recognized his talent for storytelling, she asked him to work on the show with her, and this strengthened their bond even more. She noted that his insights provided more nuance to the characters, and he was also responsible for the Britishness of the story and the characters. His experience as an indie musician was infused in Felix and brought significant depth and development to his character. When Will Sharpe came on board, he brought his own twist to the role of Felix. He confessed to seeing similarities between the character and Felber, so much that one day, he realized that one of the jackets in Felix's wardrobe was similar to the one that Felber had. He could also see Felber's signature in the character, but at the same time, he could see that Felix was his own person. As a writer and director himself, Sharpe's insights were welcomed, and they significantly influenced Felix's story arc in the show. By the end of the day, the similarities between Felber and Felix had significantly thinned, though the two could be said to have been cut from the same cloth. All in all, while Felix is inspired by Louise Felber, his storyline and key character points remain largely fictional. Are 90 Day Fiancé's Jasmine and Gino still together? Where the couple stands today. Hats off to 90 Day Fiancé's Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzolo for starring in their 5th season within the 90 Day Fiancé universe. After appearing on 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 Days Season 5, 90 Day Fiancé Season 10, 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 8, and 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2, Season 90 Day alums Jasmine and Gino have returned to the franchise for 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 9. However, this may be the last time we see the reality TV couple as a unified front. While the couple got married in June following a rocky engagement, their relationship took its most dramatic turn during the most recent season of 90 Day, The Last Resort, a reunion show for 90 Day couples sold as a final attempt to salvage their relationships. Scroll to find out where Jasmine and Gino stand during Season 9 of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? And if they are still together today. Are Jasmine and Gino still together? No, Jasmine and Gino are no longer together. It's no secret that Jasmine and Gino have had tension throughout their relationship, caused by intimacy issues. During her time on The Last Resort, Jasmine learned about the concept of ethical non-monogamy, which she hoped would help save their relationship. While Gino was hesitant at first about an open marriage, he ultimately gave in. During The Last Resort's 5-part tell-all ending on, Jasmine revealed that she was currently pregnant, but Gino was not the father. While the couple officially announced their split during The Last Resort's Season 2 tell-all, Jasmine and Gino both appear on 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. Season 9. As the new Happily Ever After? Season premiered on, after fans watched Gino and Jasmine break up during their time on 90 Day Fiancé, The Last Resort. The couple's official relationship status began to look a little blurry looking at episode 1 of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 9, where Gino reveals that he kicked out Jasmine and is finally ready to explore his side of the open marriage. It is clear that this season was filmed before Jasmine knew she was pregnant with another man's child. Seeing as Jasmine announced the birth of her baby, Matilda, on April 9th, we would guess this means that the season was filmed around summer. Are Jasmine and Gino still married? While Jasmine and Gino have separated, it is unclear as of if their divorce has officially gone through. However, we can confirm that Jasmine and Gino are estranged, regardless of their legal status as a couple. On the day of the 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 9 premiere, Jasmine posted on Instagram and confirmed that she and Gino were no longer on good terms. As she put it in the caption, Episode 1 is here and let's just say, not everyone's living happily ever after. I need your unfiltered thoughts. Who's fake, who's messy, and who already gave you the ick? Don't worry, I already said what I said, now it's your turn. Let's drag respectfully. Janakio. Who is the father of Jasmine's baby? The father of Jasmine's baby is Matt Branisterianu, an actor whom she first met at Planet Fitness. 90 Day fans first met Matt during 90 Day Fiancé, The Last Resort Season 2, when Jasmine approached Gino about opening their marriage. While Gino had concerns that Jasmine and Matt were catching feelings that were more than platonic, the duo currently refers to each other as their co-parent. Is Gino dating someone new? During Season 9 of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Gino explores his side of their open relationship by starting to date a woman he met online. After the premiere of the season, many speculated that Gino's new woman, Natalie, looks quite a bit like Jasmine. Seeing as this season was filmed quite a while ago, it is currently unclear whether Gino and Natalie are still together. 90 Day Fiancé, Gino kicks Jasmine out. Fans say he did the right thing. 90 Day Fiancé fans are supporting Gino Palazzolo's decision to kick Jasmine Pineda out of his house with pom-poms in their hands and a cheerleader dance. This is because he has finally done something that viewers have been begging him to do after witnessing some shocking things about Pineda. Fans believe that Gino did the right thing after they saw this about Jasmine. They connected all the dots and concluded that they were in Team Palazzolo and weren't supporting Pineda majorly for a reason. Is this true? What is this reason all about? What did he reveal? Keep on reading to learn more about this controversy. 90 Day Fiancé, Gino moves on with Natalie after leaving Jasmine. Gino Palazzolo finally introduced his love interest, Natalie, on 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. He traveled all the way to Las Vegas to meet the latter and even went out on a date. Palazzolo couldn't even stop gushing because he felt that Natalie was way more beautiful than he had initially thought her to be. However, Natalie made it clear that she had a condition before she took another step in her relationship. She wanted Gino to tell Jasmine that he had moved on in his life with her. But little did she know that she wouldn't sit well with Jasmine at all. In a clip, the latter even called Natalie a mistress. 90 Day Fiancé fans support Gino's decision to kick Jasmine out. 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After features a completely new aspect of Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzolo's marriage. They are in an open marriage dynamic where the former is with Matt Brownies, and the latter is with Natalie. Amid all this, Pineda revealed that Palazzolo decided to kick her out because he felt that some of the rules were not being followed at all. This is why Jasmine is now living with Matt, and she is no longer living with Gino. She revealed that it had been around 4 months since she had been living with Brownies. Apparently, Pineda might have expected her audience to support her, but it appears that they are already cheering for Gino and his decision to kick Jasmine out of his house. Several viewers took to X and praised Gino for taking this decision. They accused Jasmine of being an opportunist and switching partners as per her needs. A user even claimed that Pineda made sure that her dog came to America, but not her son's. On the other hand, some critics are convinced that Jasmine cheated on Gino and had an affair with Matt. A user even claimed that Jasmine should be sent back to Panama. Apparently, it seems that Gino is also trying to do that. The teaser featured Jasmine crying and revealing that Gino had already contacted an immigration lawyer and he was trying to deport her. She was in tears while Matt was wondering how he could stop this from happening. What do you think about this mess? Do let us know in the comments section. Keep coming back to the TV season and spoilers for more updates. More beautiful than I expected. 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Star Gino chimes in on meeting Natalie. 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Season 9 premiered on July 6th. The episode featured couples from various shows of the franchise and captured them giving their relationships one last try. Gino Palazzolo, who was previously seen with Jasmine Pineda in 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 Days Season 5 and then in The Last Resort Season 2, also featured on the show. He was seen exploring other dating options as Jasmine moved on with her gym partner, Matt, after she proposed an open marriage with Gino. In episode 1 of the coveted show, Gino was documented meeting Natalie for the first time. I couldn't believe how beautiful she is in person, like, her skin and her hair. She's just more beautiful than I expected, said Gino. On their date, they went drinking at an ice bar. Gino stated that he didn't remember having so much fun with Jasmine and added that he didn't find Natalie negative or argumentative. At the end of their meeting, he revealed in a 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Confessional that he hadn't told her about his situation with the open marriage. What happened on Gino's meet with Natalie on 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Season 9 Episode 1. When the two met, Natalie asked Gino if it was his first time in Las Vegas. Gino stated that it wasn't because he had been there a couple of times before, more than 20 years ago. Natalie said that it was a long time ago, and Vegas had changed a lot since then. Gino came to a 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Confessional to share that when he first spoke to Natalie online, things got flirty quickly. It was really tough being attracted to someone that wasn't my wife, he added. But because the open marriage was Jasmine's idea, he was going to try it out and see if it worked for him. He told Natalie that he was super excited to be meeting her for the first time. She agreed and shared that she was hot and nervous to meet him. Gino then shared with the cameras his disbelief at how beautiful Natalie was in person. He said he liked her skin and her hair and was prettier than he thought. Natalie said that he was adorable and that she was happy to meet him. She stated that all her exes had been bald and that she preferred bald men. I might be losing my hat pretty soon, I don't know, said Gino.